Hello. Today we're going to continue on with our discussion of the design process. We're going to look at step 2, which is the imagine step. Here we want to talk about concept generation and different methods of generating concepts. Probably the most common concept generation method is brainstorming, and I'm sure many of you have used this. This is an extremely powerful tool used by many design teams. It's used to generate ideas in a group type setting where you have a lot of people and you all generate a lot of different ideas together. It can be used also on any sub-type problem, so you could look at it as a whole problem itself, like designing a whole car, looking at the concepts of a whole car, or maybe just the door or how the window would raise it up and down. So you could look at it as sub-problems. This is also best used for knowing after knowing what the main design requirements are. So you really need to know what the define phase problem statement is and what those specifications are coming out of that to be able to use brainstorming or any of these concept generation methods. Some rules when you're using brainstorming is really you should suspend all judgment. You shouldn't be criticizing anyone. You should generate as many ideas as possible, and the more that you generate, the more chances are you'll have explored the whole solution space. So somewhere in there, the whole solution should occur. You should make sure when brainstorming that everyone gets equal time to speak. And also you need to welcome all different ideas. Again, not suspending judgment or criticizing people. And even if these ideas seem a little far-fetched and don't seem reasonable, right? You must really kind of, at this point in the game, kind of accept it for what it is. You should learn to build off of other people's ideas. So someone may say something a little crazy, right, as an idea, but you could build off of that and get other ideas from it. Other ways of using brainstorming is you could use a graphical method. You could use whiteboards in some room and do that. You could use physical media, like if you're doing a toothpick bridge design type thing, you could actually work with toothpicks and marshmallows to kind of design it, anything like that. The other thing that's important is to make sure that you're relaxed, you're having fun, you laugh at things, not at each other, but just in general, right? It's supposed to be a collaborative type time and really also team building, really, and support one another. Some other final little rules to look at. We shouldn't have any boundaries, completely free your mind. Even if things don't physically seem possible, just leave it out of your mind right at that point. Um, just kind of continue on with all of that. Don't have any fragmented ideas are okay, and keywords are even just okay. Also, you should avoid subtle evaluations like, how is it going to do this? Or isn't this violating of these rules? Or that is an excellent idea. You don't want to influence anybody's idea to be the one that you want. This isn't the time to select the idea. It's the time to generate the idea. Or even say things like, how is this different than that, the kind of thing. These types of evaluations really are constricting how much people are going to want to generate new ideas. You want to generate as many as you can. Finally, you should have someone that's moderating it, making sure no one's dominating the whole conversation, making sure people are getting their turns. That's the no passing part, right? You want to make sure you're getting everybody in the team to kind of commit to this whole idea and to get as many ideas out there as possible. So that's brainstorming, and I'm sure many of you have been used to brainstorming.